call. Pull up media.
All right.
We ready to go? Welcome.
Salutations to
Pull Up.
Podcast.
I'm your host.
No,
Drink no hot.
I'm Scotty.
Dustin, geez.
I do have to adjust the camera a little bit. Give me 1 second before we do that.
Oh, yeah, I can just hang out off the camera. That's
Going
fine.
back.
Did you say salutation?
I did.
What the hell does
Hey.
that mean?
Hey.
Do you need that microphone?
Scotty, will you give our sponsors a shout out
Yeah.
right there?
Okay, I'm gonna let Dustin because he's got a better voice than
Okay.
me. Go,
Hey,
Dustin.
the sponsors, where are we at?
At sponsors.
Yep, we are thanking Lisa, aka Mom Money, US 19 Glue Factory, where quality sticks, Annette Blankenship with Together Forward, Monica May Photography, and Wild Paradise Apparel,
And
y'all.
she don't want us to mention her name.
And she sure
Since we
don't,
suck.
because our camera
God.
skills, obviously, are not that great.
Camera skills are obviously. Thank
Why'd
you to
y'all? You just threw it all off. I'm nervous now.
Thank you all our supporters watching. We appreciate the support. We appreciate everything y'all do.
Yes, we
Please like and share. We're sitting at 7 people right now. Everybody, please like and share.
Tag your business.
The support goes farther than this podcast. It goes to the small businesses that we have on here, the future small businesses we'll have on here. And right now, small businesses always need support.
Yeah.
No doubt.
And I wish sometimes we would support small businesses the way we support our favorite celebrities. You know, you're dropping $1,000 to go see some concert or whatever, you know.
real.
Let's get that same effort and just share. It don't even cost you money. Please, again, like and share.
Yep.
It's-
Which we always shout out Thomas Holcomb is the GOAT at that.
Yes.
He is.
And we appreciate
I
That
love
dude just
Tommy.
shares everything. I
Aqua
love it.
blue. Aqua blue. Okay.
Aqua
So,
Blue.
do I need my microphone?
I told him that earlier.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Now it's time for
Scotty's Name the Day.
I love the way you say that.
Thank you.
Well, guess what I named it?
What'd you
Well,
name it?
already know because you spoke to me earlier
I
about
sure did. I'm excited to hear what it
Chilling.
means. It's chilling.
chili.
Chilling.
Chilling.
Oh, chill in.
Yeah, and I could use some chili. I could make some good chili.
Ooh, chili.
But
I
I
need-
named it chili. Chillin'.
Chillin'.
Excuse me, not chili.
So why'd you name it Chilling?
Well,
Wait a minute. Do we get a chance?
Yeah,
go.
we can.
You go first.
You always skip us.
Go. No, I
Scott
don't.
Dustin,
I
you
go.
always
I was
ask.
on. Chilling to me is just laid back, taking it easy, no plans, and my kind of lifestyle I like to live. You know that. Y'all know that.
Yeah.
I got these big dreams, and sometimes I find it hard to enjoy what's in front of me and how far I've came. So I'm not chilling. I'm always looking for the next big mountain to climb, and so sometimes I just need to chill and be like, "Wow, we're here. We did it. We're doing it."
But not for too long.
No, not complacency.
No,
Well, I have to
right.
make myself slow down. Not,
Exactly.
You know, but chilling, you know. Damn, we've done it for
So
this
now
long.
I feel like a piece of shit.
Why?
Why?
That's okay.
Why?
That's
Damn.
okay. No.
All right,
You
Scotty.
take
What's
your day and
that's
you
right.
interpret what you want it to be, right?
Oh, you're right,
That's
damn.
so
Thank
you
you,
just
Scotty.
chilling out, chilling.
Thank you. What's it mean? Why'd you say it?
Yeah.
About
Name
the
of that.
same as he said it, and I hate to agree with him.
Dang.
Because he likes to debate me, and I'm
sure
ready
does.
for a debate on this. But, you know, you push, and then all of a sudden you do need to relax.
You sure do.
Right? But you can't fall into just relaxing because once you relax too long, you get left behind.
Yep.
So, like the tortoise and the hare.
Yep, that complacency.
But, I mean, just chill out and just relax. Enjoy your moment.
Sometimes we need
If it's with family, if it's with children, if it's with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
That's a good
really-
one.
Yeah, 'cause, you know, my wife said she needed rest, and I said, "But I don't know. I think I used rest already." For name
You
today,
did,
and
something
I can
about
name
that,
it rest. I can
relax.
name rest 365 days a week. if
No
I
doubt.
want, a year.
And Scotty, you're striking a chord with the chat. We got Tim Gray said, when it's busy, I stress because of how busy it is, and when it's slow, I stress because it's slow. I was just talking about this. I need to learn to chill.
Yeah, just chill out. Even when it's stressful, just chill. Yeah.
Walt's at the beach right now.
Okay.
Wild Paradise Apparel needs a chill day at the beach.
Thank you, Jeff Parks, for tuning in also.
What's up,
Good to see you, Mom.
Howard.
What's up,
Good to
Howard?
see you,
Howard.
Howard.
Howard, I beat you in golf this weekend.
He sure did. Scotty had a...
I will. No, I
God.
played like crap.
Okay.
Okay.
Dustin's in blue jeans today. Never seen him wear jeans. Carrie Lee said you look amazing. Well,
Thank you. She picked them out for me. Recommended it. She's never seen it.
are those bell bottoms? I don't know what bell
They
bottoms
are,
are. I
dude.
just thought it was funny to say. Sorry,
You
I'll
don't?
take it back. So chilling.
Yeah.
I like it.
Chilling.
Agreed. Don't stress. Everything's taken care of.
It's,
Well, let me-
it is what it is.
Faith instead of fear.
Can I ask y'all this?
Yeah.
We got a couple guests coming on today. What do y'all know about them?
What do I know about my guests? So today's guests, they always are involved in the community. You know, just about as much as anybody can do while running a successful business. What do you know about them, Scotty?
Nothing. That's why we got them on.
Okay, good. Thanks for the honesty.
Yeah, for me to know, and for viewers to know, and for people who need to use their service to know, and just to see the hearts. I mean, of the business.
Oh my gosh, yo! I got a story to tell when they get on here
Okay,
about
go
a locksmith that my wife tried to use.
See?
The guy was just so clueless. I said, "Why did you
Timu
do this to
locksmith.
us? If the AmeriKey knows they're out here, I am gonna be disowned by them." We'll get into it, dude.
Okay.
It was a nightmare, and then they saved the day. But we'll get into it
Well,
when
you
they.
just announced them, right?
Yes, so we would love to
Yes,
welcome
we did.
on Paul and Bianca Miklo
Oh,
with
here they
AmeriKey
come.
Locksmith.
Yeah.
We're coming in like
Come on in, y'all.
Yeah.
Come on in. And squeeze
Sorry,
in,
brother.
squeeze in. We usually hug, but
Oh,
okay.
Oh, you guys do boxes?
Yeah, always hug.
It's tight in here. I'm sorry, y'all. We got.
Yeah.
Paulie said, is Paul coming? Because he's huge and he's not going to fit on this couch. And I have a screenshot to show it.
We adjusted it. Yeah, that's a good
I
video.
can see him on camera.
Yeah, see?
Oh, Monica's on too. Okay, so I do have a quick story. You know, Paul and Bianca do locksmith, but Monica called this locksmith for like, I don't know how much money it was. First of all, he showed up. Babe, please drop in what kind of car he showed up in. No logo, no nothing. He's looking at the car. He's trying to get into it. Everything's going on. I mean, it goes on 2 hours.
Oh, wow.
And the guy's like $40 or something. Should have red flag right there, babe. We have to call AmeriKey. Your guy shows up, walks up to the car,
Knock.
opens the door handle, and it's unlocked.
It was
For real? It was unlocked.
Okay.
Oh my god. Maybe like the guy was just so frazzled because Monica's gorgeous. She's like a model, so he might have just been like frazzled, you know?
I don't know.
I think it could be that. It could be
Frazzled's
that.
one word, you know, but yes, he was just so, you could just tell, you can tell the professionalism between y'all's company and, Joe Smo off of
Thank you.
Craigslist.
Appreciate that.
I think Monica found him on Craigslist, so
Yep.
not our
that's
proudest
funny.
moment. But yeah, so to jump into it, quickly, briefly, summary about who y'all are and what y'all do.
Sure. You want to go?
Let's hear your 30-second
Alright.
spiel.
So, we are AmeriKey Locksmith. We are definitely a different locksmith. Probably the biggest thing is we are a total security company. So I kind of broadened the horizon of being a locksmith of just doing keys, right? So we actually have now, we have personal protection.
Oh, wow.
We got cyber security.
Oh.
We do cameras. We do access control. We do automotive,
Okay.
cars. We do residential. We do commercial. So we've really kind of expanded the thought of just a locksmith. So I wanted a total security company, but being under the locksmith profession, so that's kind of what we do, but we've really kind of expanded that. What was your second question?
For real. What was it?
I don't remember now. No, I was so
None of us remember, Paul.
No, Keaton, play back the second question.
We got a producer, Keaton, and he works remotely, and he
He's
runs
putting
all
the
this.
question.
Oh, I was like, is
running
he in this
all
CrossFit?
this.
Tell us the
He's in
second
the
question.
What was the second question?
Yeah,
Willie?
sorry.
He's gonna
And-
sneak
He's
out.
on, look, see your barcode up
And
there?
your
I
barcode.
did. I'm
Yeah.
like VIP because I don't. Do you guys do
Did
that for
you
everybody?
think
'Cause
we
I
could
haven't
do
seen
it?
Only y'all. No,
Oh.
we do it for everybody.
VIP.
So, dang it. No, okay, quick question. I had a customer, and now thinking about it, I'd love to connect you with some of my customers, but like, y'all do the security systems that are like automated, big into the automation and like hooking that all up in the house?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
What do you mean by
We're
that?
getting a lot of
Yes.
into that. People want that now, so.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, automation's I feel like it's a new thing.
So what is automated?
All
I don't know
modern
what you mean.
homes, all these new modern homes being built are teched out.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, why wouldn't they want to say, I'd want one.
We're putting
Do
these.
you have a gate that could pop up and pop the tires and all that kind of stuff?
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That would
And like spike strips?
Yeah,
I've seen that.
Get away.
No, so like in the automation era, like so we're moving into like when you're installing the lights that when the lightning score, it'll flash the front of their house like blue and white or whatever, So I know the automation thing is like
Yeah.
the next level of
Yeah.
like, that's cool. I didn't know that y'all did all that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're doing everything. I feel like you have. We were just talking about this. I saw a business that is shutting down, and I'm not going to name businesses because I don't know if it's well, it was on Facebook, but anyway, they're shutting down, and we were just talking about that. How like if you don't roll with the times and you have to,
You
do
become a
different
dinosaur.
things, you become a dinosaur,
Extinct.
and then you have to shut down.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it happens to the best of people too. Like they're
100%.
good people.
Sad.
They're good people. Yeah.
And that's kind of what's happened in our locksmith industry.
Mm-hmm.
They're so used to doing keys, right? Just keys. All I do is keys. And now, with even just the automotive example, you're using your phone to unlock your car.
Yeah.
I was just saying
Teslas,
that,
yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
So,
There went
Well,
the
even
old-
my car, I have a
buildings,
Buick and
I
I
mean-
unlock
Oh,
it.
absolutely.
True.
I've seen
So,
them unlock the buildings with a phone.
we've had
Yeah.
to pivot so much, but I've done that on purpose to kind of forecast the future.
Yeah.
But the future of keys is gone. So these
Wow.
unfortunately elderly locksmiths. I mean,
It's,
they're gone. I
You
mean,
got your bad
yeah.
at Home
it's
Depot
over. Yeah.
where they don't clean the key off enough,
Correct.
so you try to go use it,
Yeah.
don't even work.
oh, now it's a machine now.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Like,
yes.
It's
And
a
the guy
nightmare.
needs to know how to run it though at the
Yes.
same time and
Right.
know that
Does.
going. But yeah, I feel the same way. Like we started doing landscaping,
Take
but
your
now
time,
we're
Scotty.
doing
I'll hold it.
turf,
You're good.
concrete, artificial turf, and water features and everything. Like if you don't take it to that next level, you're just gonna
Yeah.
get
Correct.
disappear.
Correct. And
That's
you become
cool.
stale.
How did y'all get
Yeah.
into this?
I fell into
I
it.
feel like we have different stories, but yeah.
All right, you tell your story. I'll tell mine.
Let's hear it.
Well, basically, the story is we've always had a business since we were 19. We
Okay.
used to have a
Wow.
martial arts school for 10 years.
Did not know that.
We had
Okay.
and so we met within the first year of meeting. We opened up a business. So that was already hard in itself. Like you just met, open up a business. We had that for 10 years. And then he has really never had a boss. I used to be a bartender, but he never really had a boss, and so he did go to work for somebody, and he's like, I literally hate having a boss about it. I'm like, welcome to the real world, bucko.
Dang, dude.
And so, but it was a locksmithing company,
Okay.
and he learned what he needs to learn. He's like, I'm gonna do this by myself. I'm just gonna do it by myself. And I'm like, Paul, we're literally gonna get married in like 5 months. Our wedding is in 5 months. Can you not quit your job because we need
Yeah.
money to have a wedding? He's like, nah, I'm gonna quit. And then he did.
Oh.
He did the next day, and I was like, oh, cool. My bartending money will pay for the wedding. But it's been great. Like ever since then, we've had the business now for 7 years, and
Wow.
it's been
Awesome.
going amazing. So
Congratulations.
he kind of fell into it, but he just really didn't want a boss. Is what happened.
Do you ever say I was right? Silently.
That's tough,
Yeah, no, I'm kidding. No,
Oh,
yes.
I mean, I get it. She was, super nervous. I mean, you go from, I only worked for this company for a short period, in between my owning businesses. So, you're going from making that weekly paycheck, you know what I mean, to having nothing. So I understand. But, I told her, I said, just have faith,
Yeah.
Which is scary.
I felt the man
Yeah.
upstairs. Well, that's the problem, though. I don't have that fear.
Yeah,
I don't.
it is what it
I just
is.
don't have it, and she always yells at me. But I don't have a fear of any of that.
It's all
Yeah,
gonna
good for
work
you.
out.
I just don't, and I feel for people who do have that because they're never going to live to their full potential. You know
Scared
what I
to
mean?
take
But
Yes.
I feel like you need everybody
Gas
needs a
and
planner.
brake.
Yeah.
But that's my
Everyone needs a
problem.
planner.
That's my
He'll be
problem.
like,
That's
hey,
my problem.
tomorrow I'm gonna go fly to freaking Canada and start a business, and he'll do it.
Oh, man.
I'm like, you need to follow these steps, Paul. Go get your
Yeah.
passport.
Plan this
Like
thing.
he
I'm
would
bad
go with
at
no
that.
passport. He would go with no passport and be like, I tried. So like I have to have steps, and Paul's like, nope, and go. So
Yeah.
I feel like you
But
need
that's
that
my yin
person
and my
to
yang.
Yep.
Same.
help you out.
We
Yeah.
have Annette as our business coach, and now I've learned I can't just go do that. I have to talk to the team. We have to talk about it, but I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
I'd rather shoot from the hip.
Yeah.
I started this podcast a year ago and did not have it figured out, and like, you know, I was just like, one day we just got to launch the first episode. I don't know how we're gonna
Yeah.
do
It's
it.
good, dude.
I
And
know
we
how
did
we
it.
did it.
Terrible.
It
Yeah.
was nasty.
Look at us now.
We had a picture behind us. It was over here. We were sitting
It was
over
bad.
here. It was
One day I had to do the phone because my computer wouldn't work, and it had our yellow boxes capturing our faces, and I was like, because I want it to run perfect, and that strives me to do better.
Yeah.
But I just, people that get ready,
Yeah.
kill me,
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
It's time to go, you know?
No.
Keaton, can you leave those up until we've looked
Yeah,
at them?
sorry,
There's a
Keaton.
lot of comments in the chat.
We
need
try to
Let's
address,
just-
And we
let's
had a
just
lot
go
of
with
stars
that.
come through.
once I locked myself out my car, the cop was only able to hit the trunk button with a coat hanger, and I had to crawl through the trunk at 3 a.m.
Oh, jeez. One of
I love
those.
that the cop made them crawl through the
Through the
trunk.
trunk. That is
That
funny.
is too funny.
3 a.m. Was you coming out of the club?
Yeah, where were we coming from?
I'm snoozing at 3 a.m.
I had to take a crowbar, and it was old Nissan
Oh my goodness.
wrap a rag crowbar, and then I had an irrigation half-inch
Terrifying.
pipe. Stuck the half-inch pipe there,
Yeah.
and not recommended.
Did it crack the window? Did you?
No. It
Okay.
yeah, it did. I was worried about it denting and stuff, but it didn't.
I've been to some calls like that.
Oh wow! You
I
blew
know.
the
Probably
window.
one of them.
They use one of my wildest. I gotta say it, but they used a car jack, and they wedged it and used a car jack, slowly wound it up to try to get down in
Oh,
there.
man.
But they had it wasn't even a coat hanger. It was just something that was real floppy, whatever. But they couldn't get it.
Yeah.
And then they asked me to go ahead and do it, and I looked at the car, all dinged up, beat up, and all that. I'm like, you're gonna have to sign a waiver because
Yeah.
I didn't do that.
Yeah, for
Wow.
sure.
But they literally used a car jack.
Have you
know?
ever had anybody try to make you be responsible for the
Oh,
liability?
absolutely.
Oh, the
Yeah.
door handle guy, remember?
Oh yeah. So I was down in South St. Pete, and there was a guy. He said he was locked out of his vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
So he shows me his vehicle and he runs away. Well, that doesn't happen. Okay, that doesn't happen. He's
That's
like,
odd.
I gotta go get
Yeah.
something out of my house, and I'm like, okay. So I go up to the door. I mean, if you know what you're doing, it's 2 seconds, right?
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah.
And I put
Unless
my-
you're from Craigslist.
Unless you're from So I'm like, this is easy. I got this. I put my air wedge in. It's called a long stick. I go to, I tap the unlock. I go to grab the handle. It falls off. I literally look up at the stairwell where he is still there. What'd you do? You know what I mean?
man.
You broke my, I see that. I'm not paying, and you're going to pay for this. And I'm like, oh my God. And this is when I was actually working for somebody else.
And sometimes
you know.
it's easier just to
And-
pay for it and move on than fight
Well,
it.
I didn't because I'm like,
Hell no.
hell no.
He set you up.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
he was
I
waiting.
didn't do that. So
Yeah.
anyway, but I called my boss at the time and I just told him what happened. But yeah,
Paul's out in the
It's-
middle of the street arguing.
Right?
it's happened a couple
Yes.
times, unfortunately.
And we've all
It's
had those
unfortunate.
customers.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
unfortunate.
Comes with the
man.
bit success,
It
you know?
does. It really
Which
does.
sucks.
But-
But it's how it goes.
Yeah.
Well,
And
cool.
I think every business
It's always-
gets that.
Oh yeah. Never
Everybody.
ends.
No doubt.
Predators is what I used to
Yeah.
call them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're hard.
Yeah.
So I got a question. Y'all working together, husband and wife, kids, right?
Yeah.
How do y'all turn it off at home, or is it 24 hours a day?
It's a 24-hour a day.
Okay.
24-hour a day.
Yeah.
And I think, like, once you get home, like, even if you have a little bit of work left to do and you think you could be done in an hour, you can't because the kids elongate it.
Yeah.
They don't leave you alone.
I bet.
So, and then you feel bad because,
Yeah.
you've been working all day. You want to spend time with your kids.
And all they want you to do is to look them in the eyes
Oh, yeah,
and
they'll be like,
say,
"Mommy,
what do you
Yeah.
want to do,
Just
baby?"
love all-
I hear you, buddy. Mommy, look at me. And I'm
I
like,
know.
Hey,
That's tough.
Yeah,
is
I
tough.
know. And then you get that, parent guilt. I always call it mom
Yeah.
guilt, but dads feel it too. You get that parent guilt, like, man, I feel so bad. My kid just wants me to read a book, and you're trying to deal with Joe Schmo that's pissed off because his
Yeah.
door handle fell and he thinks that you did it,
Yeah.
So
That's tough.
it is tough. I mean, it's a 24/7. We just try to do a lot of mini vacations where we will sometimes go by ourselves or the kids. We still work from vacation, but not as much. I try
Yeah.
to tell people, like our technicians, like, can you try to take care of it yourself unless you really, really need us?
We
That's
actually though we adjust our schedule, and actually it was when you and I talked. We don't talk much, but
Yeah.
we did talk that one time. It was when your wife was pregnant. It was a year.
Oh, was it our ribbon cutting?
No,
It's
it was
every
some
year.
type of an event.
Yeah,
Monica's
I
pregnant.
was
It's every year, Monica.
Yeah, I was about to say which one.
And this year's not over.
Right.
Dang,
We got time.
okay.
No,
No.
Sorry.
mentally and financially cannot.
I'm trying to convince him for one more, and he's like,
Y'all got
he said,
two?
no, we have two. He says
a lot.
no, and I was like, well, if you really care, then you'd go get Snip. And he's like,
Oh.
no.
Well,
I'm like, well,
yeah.
then, Jesus
No way,
wants one more.
Jose.
That's tough.
Man, I look at my little Jagger Bear. He's my littlest one. He's so easy. He's 1 year old. He's starting to talk now. Georgia takes care of him. I love 3. Wouldn't recommend it, but we're here now and I love it. And probably the same with a 4th. Like if a 4th came along, would love it, but if I have to plan, no.
You know what's funny is that most of the people that have 3 say that. They said, would not recommend. But obviously, I love my 3rd child, but a lot of people
Yeah.
say that. But I feel like everyone has their own experience, so that might not be us. So I think we should just, have
Go
more
for
and see what
another.
happens.
Well, you got to think about your mother.
I don't know, Paul.
Your
But-
mother
Yeah.
watching the kids.
I'm with Paul.
I'm going with Paul as well.
Your mother watching the kids is going to be hard on her. 3 kids on
Yeah.
her. And so I
Yeah.
worry about my mom. And so we haven't been on a mini vacation or had a us time, me and Monica, in 4 or 5 years.
Oh, wow.
Real, well, how old are your
God,
kids?
5 as Georgia, and then Nash came 2 years after,
Oh,
and then
yeah,
and then
okay.
Jagger's 1 year old. So like, just plan a little bit. But when you have more
Yeah.
time, maybe.
Yeah.
Because
There will never be more time though.
because
You
your
know that.
oldest is gonna feel it. I feel my oldest takes the brunt of it, and I feel so bad
and
for
our,
him.
And our 1-year-old, no, how old is he? 2. He's
2.
really bad though too. He's
Oh,
like
he's a
Brad.
bad
Same.
one.
Like the first
He's
one was
bad.
an angel baby.
Yeah.
He was.
Yeah.
He is still perfection.
Nash tears up everything.
Yeah, 2-year-old. I'm like,
There's always
I
one.
think God thought it was funny. He's like, here you go.
My dad said, "Hell to the no."
Yep. No.
Hey, Dustin,
Thank you.
Dustin.
Oh my
What
God.
happened, Dustin? Dustin, what happened when I broke the news to Howard that we were having a third
We
baby?
were on the golf course.
Copperhead.
Copperhead.
expensive
and
course.
You broke the news to Howard, and y'all almost fist fought on the golf. Howard was very.
Oh my.
It was just a bad time to like. He knew how stressed out I
This
was.
is your dad.
Yes,
Yeah.
he knew how
Yeah.
stressed
It was
out.
a bad time.
We just got to arguing a
beers
little
involved.
bit. Yeah, because I was stressed out. I was working a lot. We're business partners too, so I was grinding
Ah,
hard.
okay,
Yeah, it just
Ugh.
didn't go. But it's always a funny story because
It's
that
hilarious.
child is Howard's.
Yeah.
He's not his favorite, but he takes to Howard the best. And he's 1 year old, but he'll hug Howard and latch on and not let go. So now it's funny. I said, when he's hugging Howard, I said, remember that golf?
Yeah.
Remember that? But I didn't mean to
Yep.
get y'all sidetracked. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
No. I just always think about like they're 4 siblings. I have me and my sister, and then my brother is 14 years younger than me.
Oh.
So it's really me and my sister.
Yeah.
And, well, not my brother works for us, but like I would have loved to have a ton of siblings. And then like when you're older, and then it's Christmas, and all your kids are there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this is what
That's
I try to convince him of. But
Yeah.
But you want a
Yeah.
girl, and I can't tell you that we're gonna have a girl.
I think you can pay for
Unless
that,
you
Paul.
do the
Well, I have
pay.
2 boys.
Yeah.
You gotta
So
pay
he's
for
saying
that.
the third's gonna be.
That's a big
Boy.
price.
Well, I think it'll work out. Hey, faith. You know, however it works. Yeah, Paul.
There's got to be some.
I just said I didn't fear, but I fear now.
Yeah, no.
I
Well, that's
I looked, and there's like old wives' tales of what you can do for it to be a girl, but it's not. Obviously, it's not
Oh, okay.
Test
scientific.
center
Or you
proven.
can pay for
It's
scientific
just-
intervention.
It's
Right.
just whoever swims fast.
Yep, it
Yeah.
really is.
That's
Yeah.
what it is.
My boys swim fast.
Boys.
Hey. Bianca's pregnant. She's having twin boys.
What a
I
nightmare.
would actually die though. There's no way I could do that. I can have 4.
Twins run to my
They
family
do.
too.
Don't-
I
okay,
got
two's
brothers.
enough.
Yeah.
Y'all
Y'all
are
can-
playing with
y'all can-
fire.
If
That
it's skip,
could
but
be the next,
it
or
could.
it could
It
be
could
a
skip.
boy
Boy,
and
girl,
a girl.
or 2 girls.
Oof. Oh boy.
Hey,
Yeah,
y'all
I
can
know a boy and a girl.
See?
that-
Ain't worth it,
y'all can
Paul.
borrow Georgia May anytime y'all want to. My little girl. I
Paul,
know
I'm on your side still.
thank
Even though we discussed
Thank
it,
you.
how that
I'm on
happened.
Paul's side too.
Oh, and you were saying about your schedule.
Yes.
What about the schedule?
Well, I don't know if you remember.
I don't.
Yeah.
But
Man, I thought we were.
Must have not been that important
It's
to
all
you.
right. I don't have many friends.
yeah, me neither.
We talked about it.
That's
But anyway, we actually had a brief conversation, and you were just, and I remember telling you that, hey, we're working till 9 p.m. and all this, and I remember telling, it was very brief, but I said about adjusting our schedule to like 5. And I remember you saying it would all work out. You actually did say this. We did. We adjust our schedule to 5. Now, I do work past the hours and commercial and all that, but that was a leap of faith because I'm, like I heard you talking earlier, I'm that pusher, the goer, the work hard. So we were doing 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Saturday.
Wow.
And that was our team, right? So that wasn't just me. Our team was
Everybody.
doing that.
Wow.
So, we would get home and there was no getting home because,
And you paying overtime?
What's that?
Are you paying
Salary.
overtime? Salary. Okay.
Our guys are on salary. That's why we did salary. But I made that jump, and I'm like, let's give these guys a life. Women too, but let's give ourselves a life. So even though it doesn't really escape like we talked about, it did help because she was answering phones till 9 p.m.
Yeah, that's tough with the family.
7 a.m. to 9 p.m. and that's when you gotta
Can
balance that.
You gotta
out,
balance it
Not
out.
to come up with solutions, can you hire an automated? I mean, I'm sure y'all thought this through, but like automated
Yeah.
service.
We can't only because we're emergency services.
Okay.
It's
So
a
like someone
different-
is locked out of their car, they need you right now.
Yes.
Like they don't
Yeah.
want to talk to a lady in India,
Yeah.
and then they call.
I
us.
tried it. Epic fail for me the first
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
What's up, Batman?
It works for some people. Ron Smith with Premier,
That's
he
cool.
uses that and he swears by it. Like
It's
he
amazing.
loves it.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I guess it depends on your
But
business.
he doesn't do emergency services.
He doesn't do emergency.
The
yes,
problem
thank you.
is the information that we got to collect. You know
Okay.
what I mean? For that so they need first name, last name, their address. We got to get driver's license. Depending on the situation. So there's a lot more involved than just collecting the basic
Yeah.
information. Now I don't know.
Car type.
You know what I mean? Like yes,
And then they
correct.
don't know what we have in stock, so they could be like, "Yeah, they can do this 2020."
So they have to
and
know
then we
our
don't have it in stock
industry.
or something.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? They got to know our industry in and out, and that's tough. You're
That
gonna.
is
I got a
Right.
bad review
No.
because the lady said the
Yeah.
lady on the phone didn't know the area well, and they're charged 15. Like out of 15K minimum. I'm sure y'all have minimums for longer distance, but
Yeah.
for Wesley Chapel when we were in Largo, the 15K minimum to go do
Yeah.
jobs of it. And
Yeah.
that lady did not like
Oh,
that.
yeah,
Like,
so bad.
oh, you're not gonna take my job, but.
Wow.
I made the switch to I've had answering service, and again it's different model. I've had answering service. I've had somebody answering the phones, but me doing it now to pre-qualify is a little bit better because I can't go. I can't go quantity, and with your service and like Ron Smith, quantity is where you're booming. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as it works for you. But do y'all make more money? Just a weird question. Do y'all make more money now that you've cut it off at 5 instead of 9?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But the
It's changed.
nighttime money is like I'm locked out of my car, right? And then you go, and then they're not there anymore because they call someone else who got there faster.
Oh.
It's more problematic.
Is there a
Yeah,
lot
the
of that?
nighttime is super
Can they-
problematic.
Is there
It's
drama?
not worth
You know what I
shit.
mean?
Can you
Yeah.
make
I
them
didn't
pay
think
before
about
you
that.
go out there?
We could,
We can,
but
it
that's
just-
another
yeah.
sketchy thing where they're like, "Are you gonna, I have to give you my card over the phone?" Even though people do it all the time.
Yes.
But,
Yeah.
I don't want to. I don't know if I trust you. And
Yeah.
it's just. But it was more
Well, then-
problematic.
But if they
Yikes.
leave, who cares if they trust you? Right?
You're saying if we take the payment
If we
before
take,
we
oh
go.
yeah, if we
Yeah.
They
True.
gonna give you a payment, or you gonna trust them to pay.
So,
you
here's
gotta take-
here's my problem though. Here's my problem. Banks and credit card companies don't stick up for small businesses.
Oh, the
They
disputes.
dispute the shit out of our stuff.
I didn't think about that.
Not all the time.
I had
No,
a
that's
$2,000
alright.
dispute.
They just and they win.
Yeah.
That's
Like I
bullshit.
could show all
You don't have
Yeah.
time to go do. You don't have
Yeah.
time to go chase $2,000 because
Right.
you're missing out on
And-
$5,000.
Correct, and that's the problem because they'll up and leave, and if I pre-charge
money.
them,
Whatever.
but they're like, you know what I mean? They and then I have nothing to stand on other than a phone call because they didn't sign anything. You're like, we
Yeah.
can do e-sign. It just gets so involved.
It's a whole nother build out of
I
the
can see
process.
that.
Yeah.
But
Well, then don't go.
no.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Right.
why
Yeah,
we
right.
all
Well, that's
do
what.
it.
Yeah, we don't do those.
Yeah, we cut
calls.
off late
It's-
nights
yeah.
like that.
Good call.
Um,
And let me say
And
something.
plus, you're getting in another aspect of security by doing commercial, right?
Yeah.
Well, commercial we
yeah.
run late.
Yeah.
Okay.
We,
You know,
yeah.
we're-
Well, that too.
we're
Yeah. We
on
run.
a-
Yeah.
We're on University of Tampa. That's what we talked about earlier, and that's
Huge.
700 or 660 doors.
Wow.
correct.
Good for y'all.
Doors, hardware. I mean, that's everything. So we're doing that whole new dorm, and it has to be done by the 15th.
Woo.
But we're running till 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You know,
Wow.
whatever, because we're on a time crunch. You know.
And I did see you on Facebook. I see your billboard on 50.
Yeah.
That's huge.
In fact, we was gonna make a video about it, pointing at you. When
We were.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Get you on the
That was
show.
great marketing
We
when
didn't
everybody was
ever
doing
do it. Why
that.
didn't
Yeah,
we
I
do it?
know. Yeah.
But we didn't do it.
I don't know
Dustin
why we
came
didn't
up
do
with
it.
it. I don't know.
Well-
he should be. You need to implement it next
We
time.
should have. I
But
forgot.
Yeah,
anyway,
Dustin.
Two more.
Right? Damn it.
Okay.
I was
Start
gonna.
tomorrow.
Well, I was gonna give Mark Price the shout out
Yes.
because
Oh,
what
he's
he
so
did
sweet. Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
was
yes, he did.
unreal for y'all, and that
He
just
did.
took off like
Yes,
crazy.
he
He
did
did.
do that.
And the other thing I was gonna say was the chat's been really lit, and we
Yeah,
haven't.
Get
We
Tim
will
Grayson.
get back to
fine.
y'all.
Get the Tim Grayson.
Well,
right.
we've missed so many,
We'll go up right now.
but
I
what's
got
Tim
one
Grayson?
thing. Let's address
We'll get back to y'all.
One thing.
We're getting to the chat.
Go address the chat.
You can't leave our
I love-
followers.
I
They're
love
all
my
saying
viewers.
hello.
I love my viewers.
How big are Paul's arms? WTF.
Dang, they're massive. Tim.
They did.
So listen, Paul and Tim. I think I watched Tim last week, so he's
Yeah.
telling you guys about the what is it? It's not kickball. What is it called? Kickball?
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, kickball.
What's
I
it
didn't know what
called?
we were doing until the day of. I thought we were playing stuff.
Wow.
I didn't know. And they're like, "You want to be in the celebrity team?" I'm like, "Sure." It sounds like fun. I thought this was for fun and games. It sure was not for fun and games.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, it was pretty
Competition.
serious.
Paul and Tim were like, "We're gonna
Sorry.
win this," and I'm like, "I don't even know the rules of this." I had to go on
Oh.
YouTube, and they were very, very competitive. But them two like saved our team.
Oh,
saved our
cool.
team because everyone else we were like, "Hey."
And we're gonna say a prayer that you don't know the rules to kickball because your childhood, poor childhood. Never
I
played
know.
kickball.
Yeah, who
No, I
didn't?
play
Oh
that
my
game.
God.
Did you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, who had
That was the thing.
That was-
I thought we were. I thought it was a
Yeah.
dodgeball
We
tournament. I kept saying
kick ball like
dodgeball,
Dodgeball.
and no one corrected me. That like I kept saying, "Oh, can't wait for the dodgeball tournament."
The whole.
Our-
And it's kind of like dodgeball.
Yeah.
Our
Sort of.
producer Keaton would kick that. He also was the kicker for our football team, and he would kick it through the field goal post on kickoff. That's how far he could kick. And Keaton would
Wow.
kick that kickball. Dude, I would be 40, 50 yards back to catch this thing. And when it's coming, a kickball's coming that hard, to cradle it and catch it, it's like, boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, bounce off
your chest.
Keaton
Yeah.
used to
Oh
kick
my God.
monsters sky high, dude. But
Shout
No
out
joke,
Keaton.
Paul was doing like flips in the air, and people are like, "What the hell?"
Okay.
Like Paul was like dead serious about this. I was like,
do or die.
That's
It would-
awesome.
yeah,
100%.
He's like, I'm like, this is for charity. And he's like,
I'm all
everything's a
in, man.
competition.
Yeah, man.
Everything's a
Me and
competition.
Paul
That's
could
right.
not hang
I'm
out.
all
I'll
in.
get very competitive.
Oh no, Paul's.
Yeah, I'm super.
It was,
I'm
and I'm
quiet,
like,
but I'm
I'm like,
competitive.
it's for fun and charity. And Paul's like, it sure is not. I'm like,
You'll
oh.
never
Here
see
to
it on
win.
my face,
Yeah,
Paul.
that's what I was
But
Did
I'm
y'all
gonna
win?
win.
Yeah.
Did you,
No, wait, did we win?
did you win?
No, another
No.
team won. They were really good.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mom
Sad.
said banks do that, and you get charged for the charge
Oh,
back.
Correct.
yeah.
Well, that's
Oh,
the-
really?
We put it in our
You
contract.
get this dispute.
Oh.
and
What?
the
We charge
back,
for
yeah.
estimates.
Yeah.
$150.
It's $25
Oh,
back.
nice.
Before we go, we charge $150. I just implemented that not too
Yeah.
long ago. It's so scary. You know, everybody's like, it's scary, but it's like,
Yeah.
Sure.
we got to get paid for our time. Well, I had a lady over here sit down and smoke a cigarette about one bush. We sat there for 1 hour talking about one bush. I said, Lord, I'll never get myself in this again.
Oh, this is before you implemented the 150?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
So we
But
said,
it's cute that you sat down for an hour, though.
yeah, well,
Yeah.
I
Did you
said,
feel rude to
Even
leave?
smoked a
I said,
cigarette.
why
I was
did-
gonna say,
And
did you
she
smoke a
probably
cigarette
felt
too?
good
she
after
gave me
doing
shotguns. No, I said, God, why'd you put this lady in my life? You know, whatever
Yeah,
I
that's
need to
the
do,
Lord.
let's do it.
Did
you
she
know.
hire you?
No.
Okay, but you planted a seed, and this
Yeah.
lady's going to tell everyone about how amazing you are.
We went in her
For sure.
house, talked more about everything, and so,
That's
you
cool.
know.
You were like trying to leave, and then you went in the house.
See?
Yeah.
She
No,
does.
for real.
Great
I
way
say
to
that
look
all the
at
time,
it.
like,
Does say it
because
all
my
the time.
technicians will be like, this person, they talk to me for hours. I was like, first of all, they're probably lonely.
Yeah.
I'm like, but second of all, we have enough technicians to where, like, if you're a one-man show, I get it. Like, you don't have time for that.
Yeah.
Time is money. We've got a lot of technicians where I feel like, you know, we can kind of have some wiggle room. But you're planting that seed. That customer loves you. Even if they don't use you now, next year they're going to have the budget. or
Yep.
they're gonna tell their mom, or they're gonna tell the business owner. You know what I mean?
And
So
the
if you're
culture's
planting
there.
this- yeah.
The culture in your company.
And sometimes you don't know what people are going through.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just need
That's
to talk.
a big thing. Yeah.
Correct, man. There's a lot of hurting people out in this
When
world.
people treat you a
lot of
certain
hurting
way,
people.
especially in this whole business world, again, it's not what, maybe it's something you didn't even do. Maybe it's something they went through. So I try to think about that,
Yep.
especially customers, you got to think.
Yeah.
It's not, if they're upset at you, it's probably nothing you did.
Correct.
It's what,
Past.
Something else
Yeah.
going
Yeah.
on in their life. Yep.
Yep.
Monica said toddlers are hard, period. 1, 2, or 3 of them. Dizzy eyes. Mom
Yeah.
said George is the best. Walter, thank you so much for the 200 stars.
And Miss Lisa.
Walter Cruzette, go to
Oh,
work.
what are you?
Donated.
Yeah.
Donated
Word.
200 stars.
Hello, Walter. Have y'all
Oh.
ever met Walter?
Yes, we went to high school together. I used to be best friends.
Oh my! High school with Walter. Y'all got a question from a local celebrity?
What?
So odd question. Do
From
y'all
Batman.
make special locks for vehicles? He has a Batmobile.
Oh, that's right. It's Batmobile.
Batman.
If
Yeah,
y'all
bring
don't do
him.
the Batmobile audit
That's
security
cool.
system,
Let me see it.
And
Send the
if you
pictures.
do it
Yeah.
for a special offer, you might get put on the
Scott.
plaque like us.
don't ask our guest.
We have a
Dang.
coupon just for him.
Sounds sad.
Well, he does do a lot of great work for sure,
Yeah.
and he doesn't expect a handout.
I'm
either.
looking up his Batmobile now. It is so sick with what he's doing.
It is. Have y'all seen it?
Yes.
Not in person.
Not in person.
Same.
Not in person.
We
but
can't
on
wait to
Facebook,
see
Yeah,
you.
it looks
Seen it.
really
It's
cool.
gonna look really
Yeah.
cool. I can't wait.
So you need a lock on that thing?
It's like the Michael Keaton one. It's only like half of it, but I think
that's
Wow.
Can y'all
Finish
put a
it.
lock on it, Paul, or not?
That's
Paul
so
can do it.
cool.
Hell yeah, I can
Hell
do
yeah.
that.
Paul can do. Paul did
Let me-
3
let-
of them
let
last
me-
week.
Yeah, he does them all the time.
Let me see it. Slap my right on that.
Yeah, that's so funny.
That's funny.
Coming into the next question, what are some of the is it hard? And I know y'all don't see yourselves like this, but everybody else does. Is it hard being celebrities, like local celebrities? Because you are.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody,
They
people
definitely
know y'all that you don't know them, and you can't even tell me. That's how I know y'all are celebrities, and y'all can't even tell me that people hadn't come
So
up that you
I
have
don't,
no.
I don't feel like it. I
Well, thank
didn't-
you.
So
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
y'all
I
are.
didn't. I don't normally feel like that at all until I go to an event where I know no one, and I was like, "Why is nobody saying hi to me?" I'm like, "Oh, nobody knows me here." So it's I don't notice it because I don't know. I do so much networking that I feel like I literally know all of Pasco County.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I know everybody at this point. But no, I don't really know. Once in a blue moon, I'll get someone who will be like, "Hey, I know who you are," and in my head, I'm like, "Where have I met them? Where have I met them?" And I don't know who they
Yeah,
are. And then
that's
they're like,
tough.
"We've never met in person." I'm like, "Oh, thank God," because now I feel rude.
Yeah.
But we do a ton of networking, and we put everything on social media. So
I
it's
see y'all
really-
everywhere.
Y'all do a
That's
great
fine.
job. The
Okay.
stickers of y'all
There you
Go.
everywhere I see. The stickers.
go.
And yeah, your merch. I've
That
seen
was
the
all. That
shirts
was all
everywhere.
Reagan. Reagan made these stickers,
Reagan, yeah.
and I was
Years
like,
ago, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Genius.
I didn't think that at first. I was like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. I told him like, this
Genius.
is so dumb, and he's like, ha, it's hilarious. I'm gonna do it. I'm like, sure.
I was so jealous.
Yeah.
I went and started making stickers. I said, now I'm gonna put some. I thought it was genius.
Oh, I loved it.
Yeah.
And then he put them everywhere himself. He like him and his wife even. He's like, my wife's so annoyed with me because we'll be at the mall and I'll make her put stickers like
That's so
everywhere.
funny.
But
They were
yeah,
everywhere.
it works.
Sure did.
Seeing y'all do that, I had cartoon stickers made, so I went down to St. Pete and I would run and jump and tag them as high
Ah,
so the
that's
people
hilarious.
couldn't get them down.
Yeah, and
Running.
they always want to tear your stuff down, like stupid Starbucks. They
Starbucks.
always take my sticker down. I'm like, I have like 1,000 backups, so it doesn't matter.
Right.
Yeah.
Put another
The
one up.
radio station didn't like us too much.
Oh, the radio station that keeps putting. Okay, so the
Screw them.
Calta.
Oh,
radio station.
Mike
okay,
Calta's.
So, Calta. Okay, so I don't know. It might not have been him.
That's our number one competition.
But-
No.
Yeah.
I don't think
No,
he likes
I-
us for some reason. Yeah.
It might not have been him though. We're just assuming.
Yeah.
No, it probably was. Anyways,
Yeah, it probably
he
was.
chopped our
Something.
heads in half at Starbucks and
Always
moved
Mike
Paul's
Calta's,
head
yeah.
and then put his head next.
Yeah.
to I thought it was. It might have not been him though, but
Can
I
we
thought it was
crush it?
Even when I was
hilarious.
removed, it
It
was
was
always Mike.
hilarious.
Calta, can we crush this beef?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mike.
Calta,
Where'd that
I
come
don't know.
from?
Did he know Paul before he did that? Oh, look.
Well, we don't know
I
him.
wouldn't
don't
be
know.
doing
I've
that.
never met him.
I never
Yeah,
met him
no.
either.
I would love it. It would be an honor for him to come on our show.
That'd be
No, I'm just
cool.
kidding. He's got a big show.
He does.
That's true. That's true.
Okay.
I wouldn't.
Do you know who we're talking about?
Invite know. But
He's
you
pretty
can't
big.
invite
He's
him.
big.
Yeah,
He's pretty
He's
big.
a big time.
Yeah,
No.
the people that.
Oh.
Name wise.
Oh, not bigger than Paul.
Well, it's just funny because I always go to Starbucks and I'm like, oh, God dang it, Mike Calkins with my wife again.
That's hilarious.
Hey, let's give it to him. That if he did do it, that's genius.
Well, I don't know.
Great
it's okay.
job,
It's just
Mike.
Like, you know, we had a little razor blade. Like,
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
perfect
Somebody was
cut,
prepared.
Too. Like, someone
Somebody was
got out of
prepared.
the freaking line at a
That is
Starbucks
pretty
and
funny.
did that.
Yeah.
I'm like,
It's
hilarious.
funny,
Yeah.
actually.
That is hilarious.
was
Yeah,
funny.
you can't do nothing
Yeah.
laugh
Yeah.
at that
Whatever.
and say, but deep down, competition. I'll show him.
I'm still
Yeah.
competitive.
Yeah.
I still remember.
That's so funny.
That is funny. Walt's got one
but
up
yeah.
there.
Oh, so that's funny. I went to a baseball game and they were giving out hats. I took my brand new hat and I put my hat down on the table next to, I know Bubba's buddy was wearing it.
Thank you for your contribution, Walt.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Keaton and Walt.
That's our producer.
You understand that?
All right.
Anyways,
Right, Phil.
And that man said that he wants something that could be better than a key.
oh, Batman.
Oh, okay,
Is that-
okay. So, I mean,
What-
I guess we'd have to see the vehicle, but there's some vehicles that we have a special watch where, like, you can start your vehicle from your watch.
Oh.
Not every
yeah.
car, but I mean, I feel like that would be like, and then we have
The
those things
watch.
like the
That
little,
Utility bell.
yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that would be cool, like on the
Yeah.
bell,
Yeah.
and you can start it.
How do you do
Start
that?
Actually, I can't do that.
Yep.
That would be so
I-
cool.
You heard
So-
a utility belt starter.
Depending on the computer, I can make it. They actually they make
That would
phone
be cool.
cases. Phone cases like this.
Yeah.
That the buttons now unlock,
What?
alarm, and
Yeah.
everything. They have the watches, like she said.
Yeah, and then they have that
There's-
cool little. It's like it looks like a credit card, a little
Oh
bigger,
yeah, they got that
and it has
too.
like a button on it. And
Oh,
that's how
cool.
You start
Just goes in your
vehicle and it-
wallet,
yeah.
and it's got the little button.
So you don't have to carry the key. You just put it in your wallet.
But if I can make it happen.
See, now that would be awesome.
Yeah,
That's-
Batman.
Let me ask you.
So I want to do something.
He
for
said that
Jeeps,
would be
actually,
awesome.
is what
Yeah.
I'm working on.
You want to
Go
do
ahead.
something for Jeeps?
Yeah, because Jeepers, I'm a Jeeper.
My mom used to have a Jeep.
Okay. Well, they go out, they go mud, and they go in water, they go in this, and they got the key. Well, that gets wet, it gets ruined.
Yeah.
So I'm actually able to take that chip out and place it somewhere else. So you can put it in a hat. I can put it here, but it'll still physically start the vehicle.
Okay.
But I could put it in another place that's going to waterproof it. So
Genius.
Or even a
You don't have
float,
to have
like
it
a
in the
little
mud with
floaty.
you.
I thought about band. I thought about there's all kinds of things that's been going through my head.
Oh,
but
man.
that's what I'm kind of on the back end working on. But then you can walk right up to your car. You can start it. But
Man.
most of them Jeepers don't have. They don't got their doors on. So they don't care about their alarm. They don't care about anything.
Right.
When they're jeeping, right?
When they're Jeeping.
But you know, if it's a push to start, they're just gonna walk up, push
Yeah.
it, and have just a little chip somewhere. And I'm figuring it out.
You
So
should.
how
I
many
got it.
rubber ducks? I'm not going to let
Yeah,
you
go
Yeah,
with
I'll
it.
bet
Great
you can.
one.
No, I just saw Keaton flashing.
What's the difference between a Jeep with rubber ducks and a Jeep with no rubber ducks?
Hatred.
Yeah.
No, I actually have a couple ducks, but I get pissed off about the ducks only because they were all over my dash, and then when you hit turns, they
Oh,
fly
yeah.
all
Yeah.
over the place. Well, they make now a special rack that you can stick them, and I just didn't get into that. I put them all in my mesh pouch, but I'm not hating on it. They
I
go
like
everywhere,
Those
all
rubber
over.
I saw a
ducks
Jeep.
Look cool when
Oh,
they
They do look cool.
I could
Cool.
pick one out, and I did.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
I had a
We
little
got some
top.
cool
If
ones.
it was a Georgia Bulldog duck,
No, that'd be
we
cute.
gotta get one of them.
it'd be plastered on my head.
That's
How
cool.
cute.
That's awesome.
So, and then, okay, what makes y'all, I kind of know the answer, but what makes y'all, I see y'all give so much to the community. Like, what's your thought process behind that? What makes y'all, do that? I know it's your hearts, but.
Yeah, I feel like it's a couple of reasons. It's one, well, we just naturally, I feel like, are like that. Ever since we met each other, we're just naturally like that. But I also feel like if God sees how much you're giving, like, you know what I mean? Like, he knows your heart is pure, then he's gonna help you as well. Not saying that we do things to get things, but I feel like we like helping because we know God put us here for a reason. Like and then sometimes we're like, we talk about it all the time. We're like, are we too nice? Because sometimes we'll do things where we're like, I are you kidding me? Like,
Yeah.
we're so nice, and then they do this?
Yeah.
So sometimes I think that, you know, like, I'm not saying, like, we're like a doormat. I mean, like, Paul will fight someone. Like,
Yeah.
Paul will
Yeah.
to the death.
I can
stand
see
up.
But we're you know,
To the
to the death.
To the death.
I'm afraid of jail. I would not survive in jail.
Situation.
Paul would be
Yeah.
like- Paul would be like, I'll go to jail. Like, if I have to go, and I'm like, oh, dude, Jesus, please don't let me go to jail. Like, I can't.
Right.
There's no cute clothes here. There's no makeup. No good food. Like, I can't do jail. And Paul's like, I don't give a damn.
Yep.
Well, and you see,
That's
and
Depending on what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hell
Like,
yeah.
I'm a humble, quiet
don't
dude, but
disrespect my family.
No
yeah.
doubt.
Oh, yeah.
Disrespect me.
You know,
Don't
there
disrespect my
was something
family.
that just happened recently on Facebook, and I attacked that. It was a local dude, but you know, little things like that. My wife, man, you know her. People know her.
She's kind.
She's a kind,
Yeah.
humble, integrity woman.
Thank you.
Yeah, I know. 18
Brownie
years.
points.
18 years.
Wow, that's a long
you know,
time.
But little things like that kind of irks me, and I will stand up for my family, and I'll
Hell
stand
yeah.
up for my friends too, man. But that's how I was raised.
Yeah.
You know,
should.
you know, treat people the way you want to be treated.
Yep.
But anyway, to answer your question too, man, for the community, you know, there's a lot of hurting people, and I said that, you know, earlier, but you know, her and I, man, we talk about it all the time, but you know, we come home and we look at each other and we're like, man, we don't have it that bad, do we? You know, there's a lot of just hurting people out there. And sometimes it's just as little as, you know, you give a little gas card or maybe a sponsored event, or man, we get this all the time, but we get a lot of new people trying to start a business, and we give them their first purchase, even though
that's
we
wow.
didn't want their purchase.
Yeah. It
You
feels
did it to
good.
support
It
them.
literally just happened the other day, and it's so funny how God works, because now this company, I swear to you, in 2 weeks is blowing up because of it, and we just give somebody that opportunity. We sat down, we listened to them, we're like, you know, we kind of believe in it, but you know what? We're gonna really believe. We're gonna try, you know, and we purchase things we don't even need half the time,
Yes.
But it's a blessing,
Yeah.
you know. We see how people like the underdogs get to flourish, you know. So that's super cool. But
Paul.
you know, what's
Well,
that?
I hate cutting you off. I think I
That's
love
okay.
you. I think I love you.
Scotty love. Love alert.
I mean, that is so wonderful.
Oh, thank
His
you.
heart.
Yeah,
You gave.
Yeah.
You gave
Yeah.
because you got the business. You didn't give to get the business.
correct.
And you can tell, you know, you can tell who moves like that and who doesn't move like
Correct.
that. And like, you know, again, that's a big reason I invited y'all.
Yeah.
A lot of people respect y'all. Y'all run a great business. You're a great family, and you give so much to the community. You're hitting on all cylinders, and that's what we try to promote here. And so again,
Aw,
a lot of
thank
you're
Yep.
welcome. Thank
And I
y'all
need
for.
to-
And Dustin, go ahead.
I'd like to
Dustin.
add to it. They give so much, and a lot of people don't know. Was it last year, the flood, whole house, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
horrible?
Was that tough on? Like,
traumatic.
Was that hard?
Oh yeah. That was horrible. I still want to move because it's, you know,
Yeah.
scary. So our house is right here, and then we have a canal in the front, a canal in the back, but we're a one-story home. So our neighbors that have the 2 stories, they were fine. But the ones that we don't, like,
you're
all
below
of the
sea
neighbors.
level.
how much water was in there?
I mean, our house was
22
completely
inches.
destroyed,
Wow.
inhabitable. Like we lived with my mom for like 8 months, right?
Yeah.
While our house was getting remodeled, but it was intense.
And Paul's just faith, you know. Hey, it's all
Yeah.
gonna work out.
Oh
You know.
yeah, I'm
What
over
you
here freaking out. Paul's like,
you don't want to stop in hell. Don't stop. Keep
What are you
driving.
gonna do?
Yeah,
what are you gonna do?
Yes.
Well,
And-
like after the flood happened, the same day. Well, back up. Paul doesn't believe in a lot of things, so he's like,
Paul's
he
like,
doesn't
"Ah,
believe
What
in
do I
it.
not believe in?
He doesn't.
Oh,
he doesn't.
define
Wait,
that
what's
first.
what's the word when people are like the people with the metal hats? What's that?
Conspiracy theorists.
Oh,
So Paul's
yeah.
like that a lot, right?
Paul, we're best
So-
friends.
so
we do
he-
not need to hang out.
We all are.
He thinks a lot of
I'm
things
an
are
outside the
not,
box
you know.
thing.
Yeah.
So he's like, oh, it's not gonna storm. There's no way.
Mm.
They're just trying to get us to leave. I'm like, oh dear God.
I feel
So
like
we
they
didn't
do that,
evacuate.
though.
Yeah.
They do. It's so
They
We
got
didn't
lucky
evacuate.
one time out of the 22. You
Home
know?
Depot thrives on that.
Yeah.
100%.
Well, first off, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
Period.
You
So
are.
I
I
don't care
wanted
if they
to,
right or
but I'm
wrong.
also
I know.
like that though. I get in like really anxiety about things, and he'll calm me down because everything will give me anxiety. I'm like, we're dying right now.
Yeah.
So I packed a bag with all of our documents because I'm like, oh my God, like I feel like we were gonna flood. So we didn't leave, and then we woke up at like 4 a.m. with this like water in our home, and he's like, son of a bee.
I cannot
All right, guys,
imagine.
we're gonna go. And I'm like trying to get the kids, and he opens the door, and then the water's come flooding more. So we made it worse, pouring into our house, and I'm like,
And she just.
I froze.
She just stood, and I
froze.
felt bad.
If I was
mean,
there by
she-
myself, I
Yeah.
would drown because I was just like frozen. Like I literally, like in the movies,
Yeah. I've
frozen.
never seen her in that
And
state
Paul's
of
like,
mind.
"Bianca!" And like like in the movies where like somebody's frozen and then they hear the wah wah wah.
Yeah.
Like it's very like that was me. He's yelling, but I don't know what's
You're
going
just trying
on.
to process.
I'm
yeah.
not even. Yeah, I'm trying to process. We finally
can
got
imagine.
the kids out. Freaking 3 stupid dogs that are trying to swim the opposite way. Got
Yeah.
everyone out.
Gosh.
Left, and then Paul leaves me at mom's. He's like, "All right, I gotta go help all our neighbors." And I'm like, "Wait,
Oh,
what?"
how
I'm like,
sweet.
"Oh." So he leaves. He takes his Jeep to come like help everybody
Hell
else
yeah,
with the sheriff
Paul.
and everybody. I'm like still like upset at my mom's house, but that's Paul. He's like, I gotta help everybody out. We have a lot of elderly neighbors.
That
you know?
was so
And their
nice.
cars are cars. They don't have Jeeps. So
Right.
they're not gonna make it out. They
Wow.
can't make it out. There's no way. So
What's done is done.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. You're right.
You know what I mean?
What are you gonna stretch? Time to move
What
forward.
can
Yeah.
I do?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Literally day one, we started ripping out drywall and that because
on the same
you know,
day, yeah.
I mean,
Now-
it is what it is. you
I
know?
guess. With how much y'all give, though, did y'all receive some giving during
That's
that
what
time?
was that what? Oh
Yeah.
God, I want to cry even thinking about it. I feel like I might cry.
Oh, no, it's okay.
So I'm not gonna say because I'm so crying.
Oh,
It's okay.
No,
Yeah.
no, I mean it was
What happened,
it was
Paul?
definitely an overwhelming amount of people that showed up to our house and cleaned it and tore all our stuff out and all that and it was a blessing. I mean it really was. So because when that happened, we're like, oh, what do we even do? Like I
Yeah.
don't even know what to do.
like it's
You're not a restoration
No,
company.
I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah.
restoration.
Right.
We lost everything. I mean, all my
Damn.
baseball, all the
Oh.
those are possessions, right?
Yeah,
but
but-
we did lose them, and then we started getting the phone calls, and people are like, man, let us help you, and I'm not a big guy that asks for help.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm a very, I got this. So that was probably one of the only times in my life that I was like opened up
Accepted
and was
it.
like, man, please, actually, I do need some help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
But it was amazing, man. We have some really good people in our
That's
lives,
awesome.
So,
That's
know,
great.
but-
Is everything back kosher now?
For the most part, I would say
Yeah.
just the outside of the house, but the
I know you
inside
said you
is-
want to move. Is
we
that
had either that or we got to build up. Like if you live
Okay.
off the water, like we just live so close. Like we don't
Yeah.
even have like a, you know what I mean? We're so close. So when that tide goes up, we're done.
Yeah, because it was a king tide on top of
Yes.
storm surge.
Yes.
Full moon.
That's
When
We
was
got
that?
a channel right behind us, and we got a channel in front. The
So we
end
gotta
of
deal
the
with
channel is right in front of our house, and then
Oh.
the channel. So that come up, and then
Yeah.
this one, and we just got. We got. I mean, honestly, we did get the worst. When we walked out, her car was halfway underwater. So my Jeep sits up high.
Yeah.
She always makes fun of my snorkel.
I'm like, who needs
Oh,
a
yeah.
snorkel? I'm
Snorkel
like, why
came
would
in
you need
handy.
it? And it came in handy.
Because I ran out there and I started it up because I knew the water was up, it was up just underneath the engine. I'm like, all right, Paul, you got to start the car or get the truck going, get your family out. Like, let's process this. Because then, if not, then you're starting your truck in water and it ain't going to happen,
Yeah.
So, the only bad part about, I mean, there's a lot of bad, but
yeah?
our son, man, we just realized he was affected. We didn't realize that until just
Like a little
recently.
trauma.
Recently.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
He starts saying, turn off the water. So,
He starts
this-
like hyperventilating, like
Oh,
really bad.
poor
The faucet's
baby.
on,
and he
the
started
tap's
talking
Oh.
about our house getting flooded. Now, he hadn't said anything.
for
He
months.
tucked it
He
away. Yeah.
He did.
Wow.
And it happened just a couple weeks ago. I left the tub running, and he's like, "Daddy, the house is gonna flood again." And I'm
Oh,
like,
man.
"Where's this coming from?"
Yeah.
Because when I carried him out, he was saying, "Hey, we going to grandma's?" Because that's what I said. I was like, "Son, we got to go to grandma's." Because I'm walking through a waste full
Through
of water.
water, yeah.
This is my fault, guys. This is my fault as a man. But
It happens,
but
Paul.
It
Yeah,
happened,
dude.
But he was just like, "Are we going to grandma's?" And I'm like, "Oh, good. Thank God he wasn't affected."
Man.
But
It came
unfortunately,
back.
he was, man.
Yeah.
So now we're kind of working through that.
Talking
if you leave,
to him.
if you leave the faucet on or anything
Or
like
when it
that,
starts
affects
raining, he
him,
just
man.
looks in
Yeah.
the backyard for
Oh,
a
yeah.
long long time
Oh.
to see
He
if
Which-
I
just started
How old
hitting,
is
I
he?
don't know.
He's
five,
about to be
going
6 in August, but that was so long ago. I mean, that was
How-
back
when
like
was it?
September. That was like almost a
August
year.
Okay.
31st.
And he just
August
now.
31st, okay.
Yeah.
You know what's-
I mean, you got to defeat it sooner or later.
Yeah.
But just I'll be praying for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So after the show,
Oh.
you tell me his name. I'll make
Thank
sure.
you. I appreciate that.
Well, and
Thank you.
it's funny because Georgia, my oldest, has this anxiety about some things, and she's the calm one. My middleman, dude, would have been swimming in that water, and he'll jump in it again. But ain't it funny
Yeah.
how like the
Oh, yeah.
oldest that like you know
Yeah.
you don't realize how aware they are until later
I know.
on, you
Yeah.
know. And dang, that's what scares me about being a parent. You know, I know I'm doing my best to be the best I can,
Correct. I know
and
what
I
you're
make
gonna say, yeah.
mistakes. But like, dang, I get upset with him, and I'm like, Drake, why did you respond like that? Can you?
Oh, I do that
And
to
yeah,
myself,
I'm
too.
like, I can't go back.
I know.
We just got to be better, you know?
Yeah. But like you can go back and apologize to kids.
Yes.
Like I remember like core memories of like, because I was real intense as a kid, like ADHD, hyperactive. So I know that my parents were probably so annoyed at me all the time. But like I remember my dad always be like, Bianca, just stop. And then like sometimes I'd go cry, and then he would come and apologize. But that was like when I was 5, 6, 7, and as an adult, I still remember vividly him coming to my bed, apologizing as a grown adult, apologizing.
Oh,
to,
wow.
And when I do that to my son, I have that flashback of my dad doing that. And then I'll be like, buddy, I'm sorry. I probably shouldn't have. But you know, kids are intense, man. Sometimes you're
Yes.
For sure.
like, stop.
All three of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, all three of them.
And one thing with Brett,
Touch on that.
Yeah, yeah.
Monica's very good about it, and she makes me be good about it to go back and apologize because, you know, she just talks about when she was little, all she wanted to do sometimes is her mom just to come say sorry and hug them. And so, like, going to bed, not going to bed where you don't get that last word in.
Yeah.
Dang it, but bedtime makes me
Yeah.
lose my mind.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Him.
Get out of bed and stay in there. No, you
We
can't.
wake up so early to go to work, all of
Yeah.
us, and our kids are just like, I'm not going to bed. I'm like,
Yeah.
please, Lord, go to bed.
You got it, Scotty?
no, I'm just saying
Yeah.
we're out of time now.
Oh.
No.
Oh, what the?
Do we answer all your questions?
Are you serious?
Half of it?
Well,
Sorry, guys.
Look,
You're
before
no,
we
no.
go on, please, how do we reach you? Name your business.
And all
that
your
kind of
services.
stuff. Yeah.
Services, name of your business, services, and how do we reach you?
All right, you can go over services. I'll go over how you guys can reach us. So you can reach us at our office number, 727-992-4143. We're super active on social media, which is it's just AmeriKey Locksmith. Our website is amazing, AmeriKeyLocksmith.com. And what really that's how you can reach me. You can reach me there if you need.
Yeah.
Yeah, and hardware, doors, and security, residential, commercial, and automotive. So
Love it.
pretty much the all-in-one security company. So
Yes. Gas, brake. Y'all make a great
Yeah.
team.
Yeah.
Y'all
do.
Everybody from
Wonderful. I
Aw,
enjoyed
thank you.
it.
Just an absolute power couple.
Everybody in the community thanks you, you know,
Yep.
and again, I'm thanking you for them, but yeah, y'all just make a huge impact. Everybody's aware
you.
of that, and just
Yep.
think, you know, how successful y'all are, and like, y'all probably like me, like, when I get successful, but y'all are successful, and again, like, I cannot speak of how much respect y'all have, and the impact you make here in Pasco.
I'm gonna take you guys with us
I know.
everywhere
Yeah.
to pump us up.
Oh, yeah,
It's been fun to watch.
I'm
I
going
feel
to gym
pumped
now.
up.
Yeah, I gotta get back in the gym, and I gotta take Paul
Appreciate it.
fishing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Do not take him up on that, Paul.
Yeah.
I've been fishing with him 3 times.
I took him out of my big boat a couple times. We didn't catch fish. Him
Zero
and Monica never let me. I haven't caught a lot of fish with Monica or Dustin. Scotty can't say that.
No,
we caught some monsters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, I'd love to take you fishing. I'd love to hang out more.
That'd be fun.
Appreciate it.
And look, viewers, we love you. I
We sure
hope
do.
If you need a locksmith,
Yeah.
is my
Yeah.
mic went
If
off?
you need a
Don't touch my
locksmith,
mic.
thank y'all so much,
Yeah.
viewers.
Please
Please like
We
and
support
share
love you.
again.
Yeah.
We love you.
Peace.